Wow, Jimmy, it looks like people are pumped and ready for the big match between Java and Bedrock tonight, and this fight is sure to ruffle some feathers.
Well, consider their feathers already ruffled, Bob, because this crowd looks borderline psychopathic.
Ah, yes, Jimmy, psychopathic indeed.
Well, Bob, I actually just got a tap on my shoulder telling me that the fight is going to start in a couple of seconds, maybe even a couple of milliseconds at this point.
Here they go, Jimmy, the two titans going at it at last, and it looks like Java is going to be opening with a right hook on Bedrock.
And now Bedrock is on the offensive with a smooth kick here onto Java, and it looks like Java is going to be backing up now.
You know, Jimmy, this really is a sight to behold. We haven't seen a fight like this in ages, and I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Well, Bob, why don't you stop thinking and start looking?
That was a terrible one, Jimmy. Alright, Jimmy, it seems like both parties agreed to take a short 5-minute break here.
And don't go anywhere, folks, because we'll be back right after a word from our sponsors.
Java versus Bedrock has been a debate for generations. Okay, maybe half a generation. And in today's world with all of our political divide, nothing is as important as the topic of which version of Minecraft is better. Because, forget racism, me and my homies discriminate based off of what version of Minecraft you play. And trust me, if you play Edition, we surely won't like or accept you. And you're probably wondering why I censored that. Well, here's the answer. I didn't want to trigger anyone with my opinion and send them into an instant Minecraft versiophobia panic. Ha, who am I kidding? Java's clearly better. But now let's dive into why this beef between Java and Bedrock is so fierce. Well, it all starts on May 16th, 2009, when the first alpha version of Minecraft was released to the public, but at the time it wasn't called Minecraft Java Edition, but instead just called Minecraft Classic, and was very bare bones and raw, and it was still being worked on and refined update through update. But during that whole time while Mojang was working on Minecraft, little did everyone know that same company was cooking up something that would later rival their very own game. That's right, Minecraft Pocket Edition was first revealed to the public on May 25th, 2011 and released later that year on August 16th, 2011. Now you might be wondering what Pocket Edition has to do with Java versus Bedrock. Well, Pocket Edition is Bedrock Edition, although it wasn't called that at the time. But I wanted to bring this up because I don't personally think this is where the Java versus Bedrock feud actually began. Because when Pocket Edition first came out, it was just seen as a cool little miniature version of Minecraft, but everyone still knew the normal version was still far better. Well, mainly because it was better at the time. But I think the feud really began on September 20th, 2017 when Pocket Edition, Windows 10 Edition, Xbox One Edition, and Nintendo Switch Edition all got the update Better Together. And with that, they dropped their previous names and were rebranded altogether as Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Not the PS4 edition though, because, well, Sony was stubborn that day. But this is where the divide really started to happen. Java and Bedrock underground gangs were starting to form, there was riots in the street, and it was really taking a toll on people and their mental health was going straight down. Just like the popularity in Minecraft around this time. But that's pretty much where the history between the feud ends and brings us to present day, where the feud is still ongoing and possibly stronger than ever. But let's look into why there even is a feud and what differences are there between Java and Bedrock Edition and try to find out why Java's better. Oh, sorry, I mean to say which version is better. Well, first off, Bedrock has microtransactions. You heard me right though, I said microtransactions in Minecraft. If you want things like skins, maps, or resource packs, well guess what buddy, you're gonna have to pay up. Now show me that wallet. Granted, you can get these things for free, but they don't make it as easy as you do if you just were to pay for them, and that just seems un-Minecraft-ish to me. But on the other hand, you have some quality time Java just waiting to be enjoyed all in a one-time purchase. You heard me, not a nickel wasted over here at Java Incorporated. And if you want to go full penny pincher, you could even get Java Edition for free with things like T-Launcher. But that's, well, less on the legal side though. Also, you could easily download thousands of mods on Java, and I guess you can do that too on Bedrock, but it's a lot harder and much less supported. But what about Bedrock Edition, you might ask? It must have some advantages over Java. Well, at least it has crossplay, and you could join your friends easily without the need to port forward. You could also build a bridge over the air without having to look back and place the block like you do in Java. And the max render distance is for some reason higher on Bedrock than it is on Java, at least the Windows 10 edition of Bedrock. That's pretty cool and all, but we can't forget what might just be the biggest difference between Java and Bedrock. The combat. Now the combat between them haven't always been different though. In fact, it wasn't until 1.9 came out that the combat changed on Java Edition, but it didn't on Bedrock. The reason for this is simple though, it's because the combat on Java still isn't finished to this day. Yeah, you know the update that came out almost 5 years ago? Yeah, that update is still updating. But Mojang did announce that when the combat is finally perfected on Java Edition, they will be bringing it to Bedrock Edition. Although I don't know how the Bedrock community will react to this, considering the 1.9 combat was so hated by Java players that when it came out, a lot of Java players just switched to Bedrock just to have the old combat back. So I don't think the Bedrock community is gonna like being forced to use the 1.9 combat against their will. Kinda like how I'm being forced to make this video against my will. Please help. But hey, that's besides the point. Now remind me what we were talking about again? Oh right, Java's better. Oh, I'm sorry, that slipped out again. It's been happening lately. I should try to fix it. You know, I'll give Bedrock a try. Maybe that will help. And I know just where to start. I'll get myself banned on every single Java server just so I could really embrace slavery in the form of Bedrock Edition.
Freedom, here I come. Off to a great start already.
And it looks like Java won again! Can he ever be defeated?